Hello and welcome to a special election results edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Bridget Suiso. We just received the call from the Board of Elections and the results are in for this year's city election. There were 8 candidates running for the mayor and 4 council seats. We want to remind you that these results are unofficial until certified by the Board of Elections on Tuesday, November 12th. And here is your new mayor and council. Your new mayor-elect is Bridget Newton, and she will serve with council members-elect Beryl L. Feinberg, Tom Moore, Virginia Onley, and Julie Polakovich Carr. Bridget Newton has served as a council member for 2 terms. This was her first run for mayor. She will be serving with newcomers to the council, Beryl L. Feinberg, Virginia Onley, and Julie Polakovich Carr. Tom Moore was an incumbent candidate in this year's election. We'd like to share with you the breakout of how each of the candidates fared at the polls. There were 2 candidates for mayor who happened to be 2 sitting council members. Bridget Newton had 3,508 votes, or 53.06%. Mark Pershela had 3,086 votes, or 46.68% of the votes. There were 6 candidates running for the 4 council member seats, and here are how the numbers shook out in alphabetical order. Beryl L. Feinberg with 3,698 votes, or 16.01%. Donald H. Don Hadley with 3,610 votes, or 15.63%. Tom Moore with 4,035 votes, or 17.47%. Virginia Onley with 4,063 votes, or 17.60%. Julie Polakovich Carr with 4,308 votes, or 18.66%. And Claire Marcuccio Whitaker with 3,167 votes, or 13.72%. Again, the results of the city's 64th election with your newly elected mayor and council who will serve the city for the next 2 years is your new mayor-elect, Bridget Newton, and she will serve with council members-elect Beryl L. Feinberg, Tom Moore, Virginia Onley, and Julie Polakovich Carr. With full team coverage on election night, our Rockville 11 crew got the reaction from the winning candidates.
I'm Rockville 11's Jennifer Ligsay, and it's a night of celebration here at Giuseppe's in Rockville on election night. Here's what some of the winners had to say once the results were announced.
Very excited. It's been a very long day today. I don't know how many hours it's been at this point, up since I think 5 a.m. So excited, but relieved that it's over finally.
How are you feeling right now?
Excited, happy, fatigued because I'm tired, but all the hard work was worth it. And I'm just so happy to be able to have the honor to serve the people of Rockville.
One of the things we're committed to doing is looking at the charter review questions. There's 3 changes that have to be made. The voters have given their advice on it tonight. We'll be looking at that very carefully and then making our own decisions on that.
So how are you feeling? What's going on through your head right now?
Disbelief, very excited, can't wait to start serving the residents and citizens of Rockville and representing everybody and giving my all to everyone starting tomorrow.
Well, I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm obviously tired. It's been a really long day and a great couple months, but I think this is going to be a great opportunity for Rockville. I look forward to working with everybody and moving ahead. I think the first priority is to get the council together and meet with everybody and figure out what the goals and the feelings are for working together, and then how we do that. Everybody's bringing something different to the table, which will make a great council, and we just have to figure out how we move forward in a plan, in a goal, in a vision for Rockville.
We'd like to let you know that all election information, including results, are posted on the city's website at rockvillemd.gov. We have a lot more information to share with you in this special election results show, so let's get right to it. There were a total of 6,685 total votes cast in this election. The votes were cast in 10 voting districts throughout the city, as well as those from same-day voter registration and absentee ballots. Our Rockville 11 reporter Morgan Lash stopped by a few of the city's polling locations today to find out about some of the issues that were on the minds of the voters. Morgan?
I'm Rockville 11's Morgan Lash here at the polls for Election Day. We're talking to Rockville residents about what issues are most important to them in the city. Here's what they had to say.
Voting today, important issues would be infrastructure for the environment, for the area, making sure that roads and things like that are maintained, and also maintaining a balanced budget for the city.
Well, was looking for someone who would look into the future, who has a plan, and who wants to make Rockville the best it could be.
I think the extension of the voting from 2 to 4 years and the number of council members.
Basically, with the position that the candidates are going to take in terms of growth for the city.
While different issues brought out residents to the polls, one common denominator we heard was a love of Rockville.
Rockville is a wonderful place to live in, and I've never had any problems. And that's what I like to keep it that way. We'll cut crime down, which is around us.
What are some of the things that you love about Rockville?
Oh, I think it's clean. It's a city, but it's got a small town feel. It's there's diversity. It's a really great place to live.
It's a peaceful environment that people are usually good to each other and that low crime and things like that.
I think I really like the activities, not only parks like this, but Rockville Town Center and the activities they have there.
So what do you love about Rockville?
Safety. It's usually very little crime, and they pretty much have things good for older citizens and stuff like that.
Well, I think our taxes go to good causes.
Residents had some words of wisdom for the new mayor and council.
Be thrifty. Be thrifty with the budget. Remember, it's the people's money.
Keep up the good work. Whoever gets elected, I'm sure Rockville will only improve.
Don't make it look like a big city and act like a big city. Keep our small town atmosphere.
Do a good job, make this a green city, and find ways to help improve the economy for this and actually bring more business into Rockville.
Listen to the people. Don't be afraid to try something new, but don't turn your back on anyone.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the newly elected mayor and council?
Well, keep up the good work that's been done in the past and look out for us older people.
These were just some of the issues on the minds of voters today. We'll see how the newly elected mayor and council is able to tackle these issues in the next 2 years. Back to you, Bridget.
Thank you, Morgan, for that report. This year, there were 3 advisory referendum questions related to the city's elections law that residents were asked to vote on with a response of yes, no, or no opinion. This came out of the work of the Charter Review Commission, which was a citizen-led commission appointed by the mayor and council. They were tasked with reviewing election and governance-related portions of the city's charter. The changes recommended by the commission were placed on the ballot for voter input. And here are the results of the 3 advisory referendum questions. Question number 1. In the city of Rockville, the term of office for the mayor and the council members is currently 2 years. Do you favor increasing the term from 2 years to 4 years? Rockville weighed in and voted yes to increase the term from 2 to 4 years for the members of the council. Question number 2. City of Rockville elections are currently held every 2 years in odd-numbered years. Do you favor moving the city elections to be held every 4 years to coincide with the presidential election? The results of this question show that voters favor not moving the elections to coincide with the presidential election. And the third question, the city of Rockville is currently governed by a mayor and 4 council members. Do you favor increasing the membership of the Rockville mayor and council to a mayor and 6 council members? Rockville residents voted to not increase the amount of members of the mayor and council governing body. We'd like to point out that the newly elected mayor and council may consider the outcome of these advisory referendum questions, but are not required to change the city charter in response to the votes. Now for a little more information on the city's charter. The charter was established in 1860 when Rockville became incorporated as a city. This document sets the limits of the city, dictates the structure of government, and establishes ordinances and laws. The charter was last reviewed in 2002 when a Charter Review Commission was formed. Be sure to keep it on Rockville 11 as the new mayor and council handle the results of these advisory referendum questions and more. And once again, we'd like to tell you that Rockville's new mayor-elect is Bridget Newton, and she will serve with council members-elect Beryl L. Feinberg, Tom Moore, Virginia Onley, and Julie Polakovich Carr. There are a few upcoming events we wanted to let you know about. Your newly elected mayor and council will be sworn into office at 1 p.m. on Sunday, November 17th at the F. Scott Fitzgerald Theater, located at 603 Edmonston Drive, and all are invited to attend. The event will consist of a swearing-in ceremony and light refreshments. And then, the newly elected council will hold their first meeting the next day on Monday, November 18th at 7 p.m. at City Hall, carried right here on Rockville 11 on cable and online. Well, we would like to close this show with a tribute to two longtime public servants of Rockville, Mayor Phyllis Marcuccio and Councilmember John F. Hall Jr. They decided to retire from the council, and we'd like to run a short segment about their last public meeting and 2 videos recognizing their achievements. But before we do that, we want to remind you to keep it on Rockville 11 for the most news on your city government. Follow us on Twitter at Rockville 11, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find us at youtube.com/City of Rockville. For the whole entire Rockville 11 team here, I'm Bridget Suiso. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you for what you've done for the city, and thank you for what you've done for our great county. And congratulations for a job well done for both of you.
Friends, family, and supporters filled the lobby of City Hall to say thank you to Mayor Marcuccio and Councilmember Hall. It was an evening that provided an opportunity for both elected officials to reflect on their time in public office.
I'm here to honor Phyllis Marcuccio and John Hall. They've been fantastic. I've known them for a long time. And of course, as the president of the Rockville Sister City Corporation, I have to say they've been very supportive of our Sister City program.
Each of them has raised up public service in his or her own way and enriched it and contributed to the life of Rockville.
Mayor Marcuccio is retiring after her second term as mayor, which followed her 2 terms as a council member. Hall served 2 terms as council member from 2001 to 2005 and was re-elected to the council in 2011. There were 2 resolutions passed to recognize Marcuccio and Hall as dedicated public servants to the city of Rockville during their last public meeting, as well as 2 short videos shown paying tribute to their service.
For your willingness to give me another opportunity to keep your city open.
Although it was a night to remember past accomplishments, it was also a chance to look toward the future of the city.
Continue to provide excellent city services, and I'd like to see us continue to have great community participation and robust community involvement, because that's what it's all about. It's not the council members, it's not the political leaders, it's the entire community that makes Rockville such a wonderful place.
Oh, I'm excited, I'm thrilled, I'm pleased. I'm a little sad, but I have to say this is wonderful. I am so pleased to know the city is going to be in good hands.
Looking forward to a great start to the new session of the Mayor and Council. I think there's lots of great ideas that folks have been passing around, both through the campaign and subsequently, and I think this is a good group of folks, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to work together well.
We have John F. Hall Jr.
Please welcome Council Member John F. Hall Jr.
Community as special as ours requires effective, proven leadership. When you demand excellence, you're more likely to get excellence. And excellence is what we expect of our city leaders and city government. We expect results, integrity, and responsiveness from our city government. I will work to embody those core values.
And I invite the members of our community who have a similar desire, commitment, and acumen to serve in this way to please enter the contest and work to serve Rockville in the way that she deserves to be served, with time, care, balance, selflessness, openness, respect, discernment, and devotion to our laws, principles, and the goodness that have always made Rockville the outstanding community which it is. I hope that you'll agree that we've achieved some important objectives together during these past year and a half. I thank each of you for your part and partnership in making those things a reality. While we may have strong disagreements, there is no one sitting on this dais who does not have in his or her heart the best interests of our city, and I believe that we have, all of us, worked hard to advance the fundamental mandate of collegial, mutually respectful governance.
I, John F. Hall, Jr., will execute the office of council member of the City of Rockville, according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Hi, I'm Councilmember John Hall. I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Mayor and Council Minute.
Very proud, very humbled.
Coming up next, please welcome Councilmember John F. Hall Jr. along with his wife.
I, Phyllis Marcuccio, will, to the best of my skill and judgment, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of Mayor of Rockville according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Congratulations.
Please welcome Rockville Mayor Phyllis Marcuccio.
Citizens of Rockville have been given such a privilege to celebrate their town.
Welcome to another Mayor and Council Minute. Boy, I have a wonderful story for you today. I wanted also for people to realize how absolutely incredible Rockville is from the standpoint of being the county seat. It's as though nobody noticed that. You know, we were just one more city in the county. We aren't one more city. We are the hub, the heart. You know, the passion I feel for that, was hoping would come across. And to some extent, I think maybe it has. I've wanted to be a friendly mayor, that is a person that was approachable.
I stand here today humbled by the fact that you had faith in me. Thank you very much. You know that I stand for honesty, integrity, and openness. My record shows that I fight for citizens' interests and constantly strive to foster stability, common sense, and good city governance.
And so when you ask me, what do I think is great about Rockville, I don't even know where to start. It's just so many good things.
We shall pay any price, bear any burden. And I can only say I thank you for your faith in me, for your willingness to give me another opportunity to keep your city whole.